Welcome back to Port Charles. Secrets unravel, loyalties tested, and one young man's quest for truth. The emotional landscape of General Hospital continues to fracture under the weight of long-buried secrets, legal entanglements, and personal revelations. As the week of June 2, 2025, unfolds, viewers are taken deeper into the storm surrounding Brooke Lynn, Gio, Alexis, and Sunny. The truth, once considered a distant echo, begins knocking with urgent fury on the doors of nearly every family in Port Charles. At the Quartermain estate, the walls practically tremble under the fury of Brooke Lynn Quartermain. Long haunted by feelings of betrayal, confusion, and a gut-wrenching sense of maternal loss she can't quite explain, Brooke Lynn finds herself finally confronting the fractured foundation of her past. Her rage, once directed at her mother Lois for keeping secrets, spills over to her grandmother Gloria. As Gloria steps forward to absorb the impact of Brooke Lynn's fury, it becomes clear that generations of hidden truths are about to come crashing down. Brooke Lynn's anger is not just about being lied to, it's about time irreversibly lost. Gio, the young man she's come to care about without fully understanding why, is more than just another kid with a troubled story. He's her son, though no one has told her yet. As the tension in the Quartermain mansion reaches a boiling point, Gloria, who once persuaded Lois to leave Gio with Camilla, finds herself at the center of this growing storm. Her well-meaning decisions now threaten to unravel the fragile ties holding this family together. The question remains, will Brooke Lynn's fury sever the final threads, or will the catharsis pave a painful but necessary road toward healing? While family tensions explode behind the ornate doors of the Quartermain home, elsewhere in Port Charles, Sonny Corinthos operates in his usual domain, advising, protecting, and pulling strings that might just keep the people he cares about from self-destruction. But this time, his attention is drawn to someone entirely new to his orbit, Gio Palmieri. Having recently returned to Port Charles after a tense encounter in upstate New York, Gio is a young man on the brink of a life-changing discovery. He knows something is off. The lies, the gaps in his history, the strange emotional tugs he feels toward the Quartermains, they all hint at something bigger, deeper, and more devastating. Emma Scorpio Drake remains by his side, urging him to be careful, but Gio is done waiting. He wants answers. He's ready to dig into his past, even if the truth burns everything around him to the ground. Sonny, ever the godfather and fixer, sees his own reflection in Gio's fierce independence and wounded determination. Whether he realizes it or not, Sonny has taken a protective stance toward this kid. It's not just about mentoring, it's about guiding someone who may be headed for the kind of self-destructive choices Sonny once made. But even Sonny can't protect Gio from everything. Especially not from the truth that's been hidden in plain sight. Elsewhere in town, another storm brews, one with potentially criminal ramifications. Alexis Davis, once considered one of Port Charles's most principled legal minds, finds herself under scrutiny from none other than Mayor Laura Collins. A routine review of the Cassadine Trust Fund has unveiled a shocking discrepancy, a $10 million shortfall. Laura suspects foul play, and Alexis, charged with safeguarding the trust, must provide an explanation. But the deeper implication is chilling. If Alexis did in fact reroute the funds, possibly to aid Rick Lansing and Ava Jerome in their increasingly questionable endeavors, she could face more than public disgrace. She could face prison. Laura, torn between her role as public servant and personal friend, gives Alexis the opportunity to come clean. But Alexis, ever the strategist, may try to spin the story to protect those she loves. Either way, the truth won't stay hidden for long. As Rick and Ava continue to maneuver behind the scenes, plotting, covering their tracks, and dragging others into their vortex, Port Charles inches closer to a corruption scandal that could redefine its legal and moral boundaries. Meanwhile, Lucky Spencer begins a quiet but significant unburdening. For days, he's held back the truth about a recent crash, one that left several lives dangling on the edge. Now, in a rare moment of honesty, he opens up to Elizabeth Weber. What he shares threatens to dismantle the entire narrative around the incident. He knows Christina was involved. Worse yet, he's been protecting her. Elizabeth, ever the moral compass of those closest to her, finds herself in an impossible position. Does she keep Lucky's confidence, or does she act to ensure justice is served? As the secret teeters on the edge of exposure, the crash, once thought to be a tragic accident, may soon be redefined as a cover-up with far-reaching consequences. The final storyline brings us to two siblings whose lives have taken different paths but are now careening toward the same cliff: Michael Corinthos and Christina Davis. Their reunion should be one of joy, of shared resilience and unconditional love. Instead, it's fraught with tension and unspoken truths. Christina, still grappling with the aftermath of the crash and her own impulsive decisions, is teetering on the edge of a complete breakdown. Michael, meanwhile, is heading into the most important legal battle of his life, a custody fight that will determine whether he remains a father to the children he adores. He has no idea that Sasha is pregnant with his child following a drunken night together. Worse yet, he doesn't know that Nina knows. This single truth, if revealed, could upend everything. Michael's credibility, his relationship with Willow, his standing in court, they all hang in the balance. And Nina, forever dancing on the edge of manipulation and vulnerability, may soon decide that silence is no longer serving her. As General Hospital barrels into the heart of summer, the secrets that have long simmered beneath the surface now threaten to erupt in public spectacle. Loyalties will be tested. Bonds will be broken. And for characters like Brooke Lynn, Gio, Alexis, and Michael, the truth won't just set them free, it may destroy everything they thought they knew. One thing is certain: Port Charles is no longer a place for quiet deception. The reckoning has begun.